Hello, Capricorn. Welcome back to There's That Tarot. I apologize for the delay. I got a phone call. What you gonna do? Let me make sure I don't get no more.
Wix hat
Wow,
website
that's very funny. Sorry for the volume. Hey, Sean. Thank you for being here. Good morning. Let's see, Capricorn. I heard that song. Can somebody tell me how to get things back the way they used to be? What song is that? What's the name of that song? Boys to Men. I also heard You'll Always Be a Part of Me, because You'll Always Be My Baby by Mariah Carey. This could be a bit nostalgic, this reading. I heard heart clutter. There could be like a little clutter going on in your heart right now. That's crazy. You may not even be talking about this. King of Cups in the reverse, Ace of Cups in the reverse. Ooh. Some of y'all are, somebody just blowing hot air at this point. Good morning, Kiana. Maybe you feel like somebody just blowing hot air at this point. There could have been a lie here. Or somebody may not be talking about like how they're feeling on the inside right now. It's like when something's still like raw, it's like still tender, don't touch it. A lot to do with the heart space, but there's a lot here that's like this Queen of Pentacles over here could be you. And I got the King of Cups in the reverse and the King of Wands in the reverse, the Ace of Swords in the reverse and the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Something about the summer months could be of significance. Somebody wants to talk to you. But I feel like, again, at this point, it's just something about blowing hot air, because you could just be kind of zoned out from the situation at this point. Some of you could be getting back into like physical exercise. This could be sports for some of you, basketball, I don't know, whatever you play, soccer, football. I'm just getting like a lot of dead space right now. Like I don't know what to say. Someone is I don't know why. Why is all of this in the reverse? Is this y'all too? What happened? I see a mutual connection that nobody's bothering to deal with. I see a masculine energy that is like leaving the situation. Because somebody's already gone. It's kind of like nobody's coming. So this is kind of melancholy. You said all the same crap he always says. It could be like chatter going on, or somebody's repeating information. Somebody's like a parrot. I don't know what that's about, but like you could hear someone regurgitating a lot of things that other people say, and you may wonder if this person, like, what do you think about the situation? Like, you may literally have someone who regurgitates something that came from someone else. Why is that coming up right now? I heard birds of a feather. That could be why you don't want to talk. That could be why you're taking like a really big step back to kind of reevaluate your own emotions. This could be like a time where you're doing a lot of thinking. You could be like isolating yourself right now. A lot of self-care. I don't see you worried about the state of something that's already failed, though. I don't see that. This person's still interested in you, though. This person could be younger. This person could be entertaining someone at their job as well. I don't think this is something that is... How is this affecting you right now? I don't think it is so much. This is like one of those things where you could have Aries in your chart. This could be one of those things where it's like you're almost looking at this as like imagine looking at a menu and it's like, okay, do you want beef or chicken? Well, I don't like beef, so naturally the choice would be chicken. It's like you're not looking at this from an emotional standpoint, because it's easy for you to say, well, I don't like beef, so naturally chicken is the direction I'm going to go in. And so you just choose chicken, and now you got what you want. I don't know. How do you feel? I feel like I do feel like there's a lot of disappointment here. I feel like this affected you like personally on an emotional level, and I feel like it's like a dream that didn't come true on a like collective level between the two of you. But the way that you're handling it is quite it's like you're hopeful. I feel like it's very mature, it's very grounded. Thank you, Benny. Well, are you trolling or what? Is this like a compliment? But that could have been how you felt with this person too. Like you're showing up as the Empress, Capricorn. And this, I don't know, I'm seeing the Emperor and the Empress here now. Somebody could have really like downplayed you. You weren't sure if things were a compliment or if they how did this person treat you? Yeah, like it wasn't serious for real. This person could have even still been entertaining an ex. You could have found out about this, or you could find out about this. And this could have caused you to like pull out altogether. Like looking at this as just as an unworkable plan. You could be very stoic because it's not. I'm not getting like it feels like a very executive decision, and this is what makes sense. And so how I feel, it's almost like, so sorry to bring this up, but it's reminding me of like the person who plans the funeral. You know, there's always one person in the family that can handle it. You know, they're gonna cry later or they're gonna bottle it up. They're the strong one. And, what you gonna do? That's kind of what this is giving. And all right, so you go ahead and call such and such funeral home and they like these flowers and da 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 da. You put everybody to work. And that's how you handling a breakup is what it looked like. But when alone, cry their eyes out, honey. Yeah. We need people like you though, Capricorn. Who else gonna do it? Who else is gonna do it? And I feel like this could have been a relationship where it's like, well, who else is gonna do it? So you could have been somebody who assumed a lot of the responsibility in the relationship, if not most of the responsibility in the relationship, only to find out why this person wasn't really offering shit or assuming a lot of the responsibility, accountability. This person could have gone missing a lot, and then you look up and realize why you're the one that's carrying the load and you cut the contract. That's what I'm getting. Do you run a business or I don't know. Is this just your personality? I don't mind it. I like it. Me, myself, I have a Capricorn stellium and I am an Aries, and this is how we roll. Because at the end of the day, the business has to be handled. For some of you, my deepest condolences if you have lost a loved one. Honey, we've been there too. It's tough. So, but I don't know. Like, why is this? Why are we? The business has to be handled. That's how we wrap that up, and we can deal with how we feel about it later. What's your advice? If this is, if I'm talking to you, what is your advice, Capricorn, for this first spread? The streets is talking. And if somebody chose, then they chose. Case closed. This is something that's almost like, oh, y'all finished the job already? Oh, thanks for letting me know. I don't think this is something that's going to make as big of a dent in your life. It'll make a bit as big of a dent. It'll take as long as you make it take. Because I don't even feel like this is of the utmost. Well, how did you feel about this person at the height of whatever this interaction was? You did look long term at this person, but you may have felt like there was always something else. Either this person being indecisive about you, purposely slowing things down between the two of you, that stop and go type of energy, big on like avoidance, possibly FOMO. They have fear of missing out on other things, other love options. It's like I could see the future with you, but I don't necessarily trust that you can do the future. How did they feel about you at the height of this? Did I ask that, or did I ask how you felt? How did they feel about you? There's the problem. You brought a lot of happiness to this person, but they carried a lot of insecurities when it came to, for some of y'all, I could be talking to the feminine energy. Whether you're a man or a woman, if you know that you carry more of that nurturing role in the connection, I'm talking to you. Because it's kind of given like a mom. It could be a dad. Don't get me wrong. I feel like whether you're a Capricorn woman or a man, you run a tight ship, okay? And whoever, you know who I'm talking to if you run a tight ship. All right? So, for person number 2, This person looked at you at the height. They couldn't see you. How they gonna see you with all these other bitches? It was like, didn't I say something about a parrot? So you could have, every time you seen this person, you could have noticed differences in their language or something that they were doing. If this is somebody that you were romantically involved with, you could have even noticed differences in the performance in the bedroom, the energy. You know what I mean? This is somebody who's like heavily influenced by all of the people that they entertain when they're not around you. And so it's giving parrot. Who are they today? I wonder. And I'm telling you, whoever I'm talking to, you are grounded. You're the one who is going to plan the fear. I hate to be morbid, but I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you deal with the realness of life. You know what I mean? You're the one that's up with the baby, changing the diapers. You're the one that went and put gas in the car because we got to travel in the morning. You're the one who, made sure that the kitchen was clean because we're going to cook breakfast in the morning. You're the one that made sure we saved that money instead of spending that money because we got shit to do. And this person relied on that and felt stable and grounded in that so that they could go and do whatever the fuck they wanted. Am I in the ballpark? The kids can sit around on their phones because they know we paying the bills. They know that we're going to tell them when it's time to go. Who is this child that I'm picking up on in the reading? It bet to be your child because that's what it's giving. Oh, well, Capricorn got it. So, like, you could have even noticed, like, are you sure I was the one you were talking to when we were talking about this? It wasn't you. It wasn't you. This person couldn't see you because who? Who are you? You're the person who pays the bills. How easy is it to take for granted the one who does everything? How easy is it to take that person for granted? Don't miss them till they gone. That's why I'm kind of getting like parent energy. God forbid. Some of y'all could have lost a parent. My deepest condolences. But it's like that energy. It's like, you're gonna miss me. You're gonna miss me when I got somebody who's bad as hell. And you don't wanna miss. I don't know who that for. You don't want to miss those moments. I'm telling you. Let me get up out of this. Let's jump like all the way in, but I mean, if again, just to wrap that up, if this is not your child, and God be with you. If you got a child that's just not listening and you fearing like the decisions that they're making right now or something like that, all you can do is pray for that baby, especially if they too old to listen to you. But if this is not your responsibility, please do not make this your responsibility. Now, I heard sweeping it under the rug. I don't know what sweeping it under the rug means, but take that how it resonates. I love you, Cerebral. Last night was a little tough. The reading was, you know. Who is this that is intrigued? Who is this that is? It's the same person. This person, they're very intrigued by you. They want to know you better. This could have been someone who rejected you, I'm telling you, based off whatever somebody else programmed in their mind. I'm not saying that somebody doesn't have their own thoughts, but they don't really lean on that voice as much as other people's voices, if this makes any sense. And that could be why you have, called judgment on this person, because it's like, how can you stand for me if you fall for everything? So it's like, you're just seeing like the instability in the way that somebody moves, and there's so many pages. I got 3 pages. Whoever this is that's intrigued when it comes to you, I'm telling some of y'all, you mentor this person. If this is a love interest, Capricorn. No. No. Y'all could be having a nice steak sometime soon. It's giving ribeye. I don't know. Maybe ribeye is your steak of choice, your cut of choice. Or you could just be adding more protein into your diet. Somebody name could be Timothy or Tom, Peeping Tom. um, yeah, just a lot of whoever this is that is intrigued by you is unstable. Now I'm hearing a double-minded man is unstable in all of his ways. So that's the energy. And I think at the bottom of the deck is the 8 of Swords, and that's the energy. Okay. Anxiety, those butterflies that you feel when somebody shows up could have turned into moths. Moths ain't as pretty as butterflies. Depending on, if you want them nature heads. But baby, I'm gonna be a little more apprehensive about a moth. I don't do bugs, but it's given like I don't know. The sound when beetles are flying? Have you ever heard the wing? That shit sound worse than a bee, okay? Something is not a pleasant feeling when someone shows up, okay? That anxiety, that thrill, or whatever that is, that adrenaline, that your heart start beating faster, that is a warning. And you need to pay attention to that. Why are they so intrigued with you? It sounds massive. How did you get in the house? Why? What do you want? Why are they so intrigued with the Capricorn? You know what? This is reminding me. What's that show? I feel like they canceled it. The Conversation. It's like a panel of usually Black people. Ace Metaphor and Tonight's Conversation. There was this one girl stood up. And I'm going to tell you why they're intrigued by you. I haven't lost that. Because, I don't know. Anyway, on Tonight's Conversation, the girl stood up and she said, there's this guy that I've been working with. And, he was a lot older. She was like 28. He was like 43 or something like that. And they were talking, I don't know, for 3 years, messing around, on the job or whatever. And she ended up finding out that he had been in a relationship for 8 years. And she was like, everybody was immediately like, I hope you cut him off, right? And she was like, no, I'm not doing that no more. But I was just wondering, like, should I hold on to the situation because of the wisdom that I gained? And it was like, you shouldn't have been in the situation in the first place. Okay, can we start there? You want to gain wisdom from somebody who has already showed you that they lack integrity. That's crazy. And it just kind of showed, and it doesn't mean that 28 is too young to understand stuff like that, Sometimes it is. It depends on your experience and things like that. But if somebody has already shown you that they can't be trusted, and this could be the parrot energy that I'm picking up on, because it's like it's real easy for somebody that's 43 to tell you something that they're probably regurgitating from their life experience. There are some people that give the best advice who can, because they are who you talking about. Excuse me. But it's like, I don't know why I just thought about that, but this could be one of them things where it's like either there's an inappropriate friendship, there's listening to people who you probably shouldn't be listening to. And I feel like this is why you could be avoiding this energy right here. The reason why they're so intrigued with you is because they feel like you dealing with somebody else. And I don't know, maybe they saw this in some way. But I don't think this person don't have the right information, whoever we're talking about. Because what's really going on? What's really going on? There's a lot of masculine energy in this reading. You know what's really going on? It's like somebody might think too small when it comes to you. I'm telling you, it's like it was already somebody already had the wrong idea about you based on like what everybody else was saying, and you could have had such a hard time trying to figure out what this person's personality was because of this. And it's like constant blurry vision with somebody, because every time you see them, they've been a new program has been down. Imagine like if every time you came to work, the POS system was different. Okay. And you wondering who's doing this? And at a point, that's why when at the beginning of the reading, you showing up as this emperor, this empress, whoever you are, honey. Because it's like the thing about what's really messed up about this is the emperor and the empress are here in the reading. But the emperor showed up first, right? And said, I'm gonna stop you right there. Because at the point where every time I come in here, I got to go get a new password and re-authenticate and learn a whole new system, because you don't have no damn boundaries when it comes to other people in your life, other people in your ear, other people just programming themselves into your mind and emotions. And let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. And it's like, this person probably thinks that you're out dating and this and that. And there's a person here that they even may think that you're involved with. And I said, well, what's really going on? Some of y'all are working, okay? Some of y'all are working on building legacy, handling responsibilities. This look like a woman who about her business. This is like, we're not thinking about today. You thinking about the Ace of Pentacles. I'm thinking about 10 of them. And whatever this means to you, okay? This person used to somebody putting a little leg out there for a piece of coin. And you think you thinking about putting people on the payroll. So hey, this is not it. Whoever I'm talking to, they're intrigued, but hey, so is everybody else. That's what it's giving. And that's that magician energy. And that's that putting in the work energy. And whatever you got, and it took you getting into this leave me alone energy. Let me stop you there. Cause it's like, if you got the wrong idea about me, then you ain't been paying attention. So I'm in the wrong place. I'm in the wrong place, because you don't really have to sell a Bentley to somebody. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Know your audience, know all of the things, right? Family could very much be a thing here, okay? What is this family card about? And then we're going to wrap this up. You know what's so scary? This is somebody who either has a family with someone else. I'm hearing and or was planning one with another person, like a family. And what did they have you thinking while this was this an overlap? This was an overlap. This person was working too. Like I said, as long as you're paying the bills, you're the one that okay. Even in conversation, as long as okay, it's like this could be somebody who just sat there and listened to you and didn't really. I don't know. I'm just getting somebody who was not really involved, and it's because they were involved. This person had spread their energy thin. That's why you probably got really bored with them. Like it went from frustration to you realizing this is very unsatisfying. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. It got to that place because it's like, where are you? And you don't have to know where a person is, what a person is doing. All you got to do is rate your experience. Are you having fun? Do you feel like you would come again? Please write a review in the comments. Some of y'all like, I could have stayed home. What's going on with this family they building now? They want to come back to you. Because here's what would have happened. There was another girl who got up on the Tonight Show. And she was like, you know, I'm dating this guy. He just got out of a relationship. But me and him, we besties, right? So she was pretty much sitting on the sidelines of the relationship, which the friendship with the guy started while he was in a relationship with the other girl. And so they asking her like, well, first they asked her, when did you become friends? Like, were you friends with him before the relationship? She's like, no, we became friends during that relationship. To the point where, you know, him and the friend would have plans together. And then, you know, because they like, did his girlfriend know about you? They're like, she's like, yeah, we met. And it was to the point where him and the friend would have plans together and invite the girlfriend, and she didn't want to go. And she was like, yeah, she didn't want to go. Bitch, why are you making friends with somebody who is in a relationship? To the point where you're hanging out with this person solo without their partner, and then expect this person to take you seriously 2 months after the breakup with said partner, with said partner's partner. Like they really read this girl for filth because that's what needed to happen. Honestly, that's really what needed to happen, and I'm kind of picking up on like a little tinge of something like that in this reading because you know it was like they really had to break down to her why this was not going to work. Baby, you the rebound, and this could have been a situation like this. It's like somebody is wanting to come back to you because somebody who was playing that side position thinking that they was going to get promoted. Now you got to worry about who his new friend's going to be, because now your position is open. If this is somebody who rotates, they're not going to change just because you got rid of the girlfriend. Hello? Hello? That's not how life works. That's definitely not how men work. I ain't never seen it happen. I've never seen it happen. Done a lot of readings here on YouTube. Been in a lot of situations. You know, things like that. I grew up with somebody I probably love all the days of my life. But as long as this person has a life of their own, I'm going to respect it. And that's just what you do. Because at some point, you're going to want someone to respect your marriage. You're going to want someone to respect your relationship and not blur the lines of everything. And, you know, the golden rule has not expired. Okay, so let's just to put it simply, somebody was juggling. Okay, and now they want to come back to you because why they want to come back to you? Why they want to come back to you? I would love to come to Louisiana. Do not play with me. Who said that? Who said that? Because you the one with the Two of Cups. I said, why they want to come back to you? Because you the one that they dream about all day. And why they want to leave this person? Because the Empress in the reverse. They know this ain't going nowhere. It was unrequited. 9 of Cups in the reverse, 6 of Wands in the reverse, 2 of Swords in the reverse. They couldn't see it while your energy was glowing on this person. We got to understand that when you lay down with somebody, you have connected with that person on a spiritual level. Okay. And if they decide to pull their spirit out of the situation, you're going to notice the difference with all your interactions. That's why you know when a person is going through a breakup. You can see it. Either they glowing up or they looking like a dust ball. Out there rebounding and carrying on. And everybody looks at the new person like, okay. I mean, it's not such and such, but you know. I know we're not going to bring them up because you did break up with them, right? I feel like something was so close that people are like, there is a message of concern here and we're going to get out of it after. Look at the song that just started playing, y'all. I love how this works. It says Capri Sun. Capricorn. This is for my Capricorn sun signs. So let's see. Hey, Proud Problem Kid. Oh, it's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day. Everybody going to have a great day up in here. So, okay. What is this message of concern? And then we're gonna get up out of here. We're going to get up out of here. I got message of concern and false person. You the only one that got 2 cards. Yeah, whoever. Okay, so message of concern. You could get confirmation of everything that I'm saying. Hell, this could be the message of concern right here. Okay. And again, you're the one that's making this. Whoever I'm talking to, you're the one that's making this executive decision. I'm telling you. I just got it in my spirit, and that's it. It's gonna be like, oh, y'all already finished the job, or you got the position covered. Cool. That's what it's giving. And yeah, you're going to handle the arrangements and you're going to get everything. And you may cry in private. You may not, because it's not, again, I feel like in the grand scheme of things, this is very, like, almost didn't even remember. And I'm telling you, that's how it's going to be in the future. Like, you probably, like, think something is like, because this person was false from the mother start. Them and whoever they were dealing with. That's why they don't want to be with them no more. That's why they want to come home. That's why they want to come home. All your bills is paid. They didn't realize that. I don't know, it's something, because I got 2 time and never ended the relationship, overlap, the world in the reverse, the death card in the reverse, and the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. How about I just not make a decision? That's what this is giving. And that this person was fake from the beginning. Okay? And it's like, it may be a concern, and this may be a concerning message for you at first, but I'll listen to me when I tell you the way that you're about to feel better. You wouldn't believe how much better your life is about. This is not your loss. Okay? I just need you to know that. Keep working. Really, stay golden. In the long run, this is somebody who's going to be obsessing about you. Okay? This is not something that I want you to worry about. Any closing message for Capricorn, and then I'm going to, keep focusing on what you got to do. Do not talk to this person. The world. Finito. 6 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. The world. Take a picture. Burn the picture. Okay. Don't talk to this person. If some of y'all have a child, take care of that baby, and whatever needs to happen that involves them, they can be involved for those reasons. And you need to create a very big boundary with whoever this is, for every other reason that they would have to contact you, because this is somebody who was playing from the start. I love y'all, though. I hope this helped. Like the video if this resonated. Hype me up if this resonated with you. You enjoy the content, and I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao.